Little dots spread out on the screen. Are they stars in the night sky? Or is it a treasure map? These are in fact an endless array of consumer signs. We call this the Mind Discovery Map, a visualization of the thoughts of consumers around a specific theme. Unfortunately, no one has yet invented a single equation for spawning sound ideas. We also can't become super geniuses right away. Fortunately, there are definitely hints we can find that can lead to ideas. The key to discovering new ideas can be found within consumers' hearts and minds, and within their daily subconscious thoughts. What's important is the number of clues that we can find. This map will show us the path. Now, let's take a peek at an example. Let's look at the world of beauty and cool in the minds of males. The Mind Discovery Map visualizes both the consumer's conscious and subconscious minds, drawing a map that allows us to go idea hunting. Draw up the map, search out the clues, analyze the why, hunt for ideas, and develop a story. So now let's guide you on how to make the map. The pack analysis methodology is the basis of the Mind Discovery Map. This approach has attracted great interest as a hybrid methodology combining both qualitative and quantitative elements. For each question asked of the respondent, there are no pre-selected answers. Instead, the respondents themselves come up with 12 words they intuitively associate with the topic at hand. Next, they are asked to intuitively evaluate the closeness of the relationships between each of the 12 words they came up with, using a 7-point scale. If the relationship between two words is distant, the words are positioned further from each other. If the relationship is close, the words are positioned closer to each other. Relating each word to all the others, overall, the respondent will describe a total of 66 relationships. Then, all the data from all the respondents is assembled together into a single map, visualizing the relative distances between all of the terms introduced by the respondents. Now, the clues on the map will be read and analyzed. The Mind Discovery Map reveals the consumer's conscious and subconscious minds just as they are, free of any bias. The consumer's contradictions and individual quirks also remain just as they are, scattered across the map. First, let's look at the words in the central area. This center area is populated with the words that the respondents felt were closely related to many other words associated with the topic. Kind, smile, confidence, unpretentious, etc. are the words that we observe to be closely related to each other in the context of our topic, the world of beauty and cool among men. The outer area is comprised of words that respondents felt were distant from many other words associated with the topic. Muscles, cars, skin toner are far. In other words, we can interpret this to mean that respondents see each of these words as having meanings highly independent from those of other words on the map. Next, let us observe the distances between the words. The closer the positioning of the words, the deeper the relationship with one another. The further the words are from one another, the shallower the relationship. For example, terms such as suits and ecumen, men who take an active role in child rearing, and able to cook and men who are at ease are found in the same area, indicating they are deeply related. On the contrary, looking at this map, we can see that sports and car, or refreshing and consideration, can be understood as having a shallow relationship with each other. Also note the directionality within the map. Terms positioned on opposite sides of the map from one another are interpreted as having opposing meanings. Take Area A and Area B as an example. Based on their positioning on opposite sides of the map, A can be understood as representing coolness realized through daily effort. Someone working hard every day consistently can be deemed as cool. B, on the other hand, describes coolness derived from the things you own. A person can also be deemed cool based simply on what they own, rather than on any effort. This is a common perception in Japan, and perhaps one possible way of interpreting the data. As we read into the positioning, distances, and directionalities revealed in the map, we can expect a lot of why, and that's unexpected. This why is in fact the hint to discovering hidden ideas. Notice the blank spaces as well. These areas could potentially be unexplored blue ocean territory. Comparing the maps of different target groups can also lead to major discoveries. For example, here we see the map generated based on responses from males aged in their 20s to 30s, juxtaposed against the map for males in their 40s and 50s. Even though the same words appear, their positioning and the constellations of words surrounding them differ depending on the target group. These differences can also lead to flashes of insight. Here is another crucial why that we should think about. Now, using the many whys we have discovered as starting points, we can start capturing ideas. For example, we just saw that males in their 20s and 30s positioned shampoo in a very different place than the men in their 40s and 50s. Why did it appear here? What is the significance of shampoo to these respondents? This why now manifests as a foothold for generating ideas. Let's look at the surrounding words. Contrary to the positioning close to soap among the men in their 40s and 50s, in the 20s and 30s men's map, we see surrounding words like casual, ikumen, men who take care of their kids, suits, and pleasant smell. We can connect these elements together and attempt to imagine their feelings. And now we have managed to grab a spark of insight. The ideas we have hunted down in this process are the uncut stones which can be later polished into gems in the expert hands of copywriters and designers. The Mind Discovery Map is a tool to spark insights with a firm grounding, moving away from approaches relying on the epiphanies of single individuals. The words on the map are definitely not the answers. What's important is how many ideas in the rough we can find, what kinds of stories we can imagine from them, and what kinds of futures we can envision. At the Design Research Program, we have gathered together a team of professionals from a wide range of specialist disciplines. Engaging each other with unconventional thinking and illuminating the territory from numerous perspectives, we offer workshop programs facilitating unprecedented leaps into new frontiers. Join us on the hunt for consumer signs.